Got my channel back, got my channel back. All them haters did was give life to Brute Reacts. Bringing you the news and can't nothing hold us back. With the next video, run and tell them that. Hey, we the Brute Squad, we the Brute Squad. We the Brute Squad, we the Brute Squad. We the Brute Squad, we the Brute Squad. We the Brute.
So you don't know. Your boy Brutal, him on the scene, wicked and mean, with a next video for y'all, man. So y'all know what it is by now. Take some time out, bless up your boy, like up the video, definitely help the channel, like, cause you know your boy gonna always keep you up to date on everything, man. So we talking about this right here, man. Probably my most prized possession currently. I ain't gonna lie, I game on every device. I got PC gaming unlocked, I got PS5 gaming unlocked, and I got Xbox Series X gaming unlocked, man. So I game on every single thing, and I'm gonna go on the limb and tell y'all straight out the gate, this is my favorite thing to game on, y'all know what it is. If you don't know, it's the Oculus Quest 2, and by far one of the most immersive experiences I have ever since I've been gaming damn near all my life. I started gaming. Trust me. Now, there's a few things I wish I knew before I bought this, right? And it's just a short list, to be honest with y'all. That's why I'm doing this video. I'm trying to help some people out there. Some things that y'all could do to try to, you know, kind of prepare if you're going to buy that. Now, if you want to know if I recommend it or not, as I said, I highly recommend you get this. Highly recommend it. No sponsorship, nothing. I've just been having so much fun with it lately. But again, there's a few things I wish I knew before I even bought this. Number one, if you want to play PC VR, right, I would recommend you getting a cable. Now you can use some different methods. They got the AirLink, a new AirLink feature, of course, where if your bandwidth on your internet is fast enough, you could definitely do it wirelessly, and you need a VR ready PC, of course, right? But the bandwidth is very important, right? The next thing is you could use is something they call virtual desktop, which is a paid app that works pretty well as well. But again, it's paid. It's like 20-something bucks, not that expensive, and you could use that as well. But I would recommend that you buy a cable and don't necessarily buy the Oculus cable, because that's like 80 bucks, which is crazy. But there are some bootleg versions out there, and the one I'm using is this what is it, a Kiwi or something like that. They got really good Oculus accessories. So I suggest, I will put the link in the description to this particular one. It's a very good one, and if you want a longer cable, you could get a longer cable or whatever. But I recommend you getting the cable either though. And you might decide to go with the Windows desktop app, which is a pretty good one as well. Y'all could decide to go that route. It's still paid for, but I always recommend you getting that cable. That's the first thing I wish I knew. Then the next thing is the headset that it comes with is not this one, right? This is what they call a Halo headset or whatever, and this is not expensive. This is a good thing. The one they send with you is a strap headset, and I might be a little biased because I have dreads, but it did not fit that well, and it wasn't that comfortable at all, and it just felt like it's squeezing in the wrong part of my head, and it kept sliding around. It wasn't steady at all, and I really had to invest in a new head strap, right? This is this thing right here. Now the one I got is the Bobo VR M2, right? Y'all could look into it. Now there are different versions. There are some with the battery packs and stuff like that, but to be honest with y'all, I do a lot of PC VR, and once you go in with the PC VR, because that's why I recommend getting the cable, right? If you want, because you're using the cable, it automatically charges the headset. You don't have to worry about the headset necessarily dying or running low on batteries or anything like that. It automatically, that's the beauty about this headset, man. It's a standalone as well. You don't need a PC to play it, But if you want to go PC VR, man, I was playing I forgot the game I recently downloaded. One sec, let me look it up, because it's definitely one of the best games I've seen. Half-Life Alex, and boy, this thing look amazing. I'm talking about amazing when I was playing it on this headset, y'all. So and I didn't even turn up the settings yet, but whatever. Again, I recommend you getting a really good headset that would allow you to play some long hours, and this is definitely a great upgrade that you will have to consider sooner than you think. Now, I'll recommend that you order it. Don't order the headset yet. Put it on your head, see if it's comfortable, because it might be different for you. Again, I have dreads, which, add a little bit more mass in my head or whatever, and I might need the extra support either way, so that might not be your situation. Some people, like I got a friend said, bro, the strap works just fine for me. So you know what I'm saying, it's not for everybody, but this is something I recommend you looking into. Now, the next thing I need you all to do is go and measure your IPD, I think it is. That's the eye distance, the thing that you go and test out when you're gonna get new glasses. Now, I never had to think about this because I've always had 20/20, right? But there's a few apps that I need you to download and use before even getting this product, because there's a limitation on how wide, like how this device works, right? The lens that you look at in the middle is where your pupil is. The pupil, I probably messed it up, but that's where is the clearest, right? So if it's off that, and the people who've been getting glasses for the past few years understand this better than I do, to be honest with y'all. This is where I first encountered a little bit of stress, to be honest with y'all, right? Because my eyes is on the biggest side. My eye distance is around 69-ish, right? So it just made it, because the widest distance is around 68, and I think it varies. Like, you could survive with 70 or so and it'll be clear and it'll be just fine. But if you get to that 72, 73 distance, which a lot of people are, this headset might not necessarily be for you. So I'm going to recommend a few apps that y'all download and check the distance first. And I recommend trying on all these apps, because they're going to give you different measurements. Or if you got glasses and got your measurements, it will help, right? I measure, look at that app, download it and measure it. PD Check AR and Glasses On. Those are the three apps I've been using to check out mine. Because you will want to know if you're able to fit these lenses, because that's the limitation. There are 3 different levels, 1, 2, and 3, and I want to get the ballpark. From what I'm seeing here, the narrowest is 61 or smaller. 2 is 61 to 66 millimeters, and 3 is 66 or larger, the widest being 68, right? Now I got 69, so it's still pretty good. So, but if you go too far outside of 68 millimeters, it's gonna be problems for you with this headset. That's probably the most important thing, the most traumatic thing that you're gonna have to look into before getting this headset. And I didn't see anyone mention this about this. I did a lot of research about it, and no one did a video mentioning that little hiccup with this device. This device is not perfect because of that one thing. I think if they did it in a way that it could reach to like 70 something, this would be the perfect device. But because this does not cover so much people, that's the one hiccup that you might want to look into, especially for males, because males are just naturally bigger, right? So yeah, that's the thing that you all might want to look into. Like, again, it's the IPD, I think they call it the IPD or whatever, right? Just look up that IPD, look up and find out your distance. Those are the 3 apps. Now I'm going to recommend these apps. I'm going to mention these apps again, and you look into it. Let me pull them up. I got all of them here. iMeasure, PD Check AR, and Glasses On. Those are the 3 apps that I use to measure mine. I recommend that you download these apps and check them out yourselves, man. And there are a few different things, man. Again, it is where I think the pupil, the smaller part of your eye, line up right with the clearest part of the lens. It's important because outside of that point, it gets a little bit blurry, and you won't notice it if it's lined up perfectly, to be honest with y'all. And there are a few adjustments you could make within certain apps to kind of clear out the outside of certain things, which I did, which is why it works perfectly with me right now. It's sharp as hell, so that's something you need to look into. Anyway, man, those are the main things that you need to know before purchasing this device. Again, it looks different, but that's because I made a few upgrades, which was definitely necessary for me. Now, number one, of course, think about getting that cable. Very important. I don't care what, especially if you want to put in long hours and you don't want an extra battery pack. But the cable does, you can't strap it to the side and it kind of feels like it's out of the way, which doesn't really, hamper my thing. And I'm going to put the link to the cable in the description. The next thing is you might have to definitely get an upgrade headset. Not headset, but head strap, right? The positive about that is they're very cheap. It's not like you spend a lot of money. Nothing that I did so far spent a lot of money to get, to be honest with y'all. The next thing is, of course, is the distance between that. You all need to measure that, and you might need to invest in a case. You don't have to, but I did invest in a case because you don't want to have this lens out there. And I'm going to put a link to the case I got, of course, because I'm not getting anything for these, but this case also came with this eye protecting thing I got in here that y'all are seeing, and this nice little what do you call this little shield here, right? I'm not gonna have the perfect terms now. I might be dropping some VR content soon. I've been enjoying a lot of games on this, man, a lot of games, so y'all might be seeing some VR content coming soon to this channel. Let me know what y'all think about that. Again, hopefully this video help y'all out and save y'all some money and some time, which I had to do ton of research to figure out a lot of these stuff, especially with the IPD thing. That distance thing, again, is the biggest thing that I think is holding back this device that you will have to look into right now. Hopefully this video help y'all out. Y'all know it's your boy Sim. First time to the channel, like, share, subscribe. If you're not your first time, like and share. You never know who is gonna help y'all. Anyways, y'all have a blessed one. Until next time, be safe out there. Peace.